All right, well, welcome to our next installment of Deltek's video blog series celebrating Social Media Week. I'm joined here by my colleague on the General Government Services State and Local team, Alexandra Howden, and we're here to talk about the piece that she wrote on social media in procurement offices. Welcome, Al.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
How are state and local governments using social media?
So social media in state government procurement offices is a trend that we're seeing more and more of. Most states already have a social media policy in action right now, and of the few that don't, most of them are working towards one. To this date, no states have any limitations or bans on using social media, which is extremely promising because that allows for them to put into these successful policies. So we're seeing these procurement offices on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Tumblr, even Twitter. An example of that is the state of Kansas. Kansas.gov actually has a Twitter feed, and they post things like information that they want to get out to vendors and citizens, just different like new programs that they have. And so they actually will post little reminders like do your state taxes. And then they actually posted last week something saying that their legislation was in session, and that they actually posted a link saying you could listen to what was going on in the House and Senate. In procurement specifically, the state of Arkansas, their Office of State Procurement has a Facebook page. And so they will post solicitations in real time on their Facebook page. So you could literally be on your friend's Facebook wall just writing an update and see that that RFP for the student information system that you've been waiting for is out in real time.
So what kind of threat does social media pose for procurement offices?
As with anything on the internet these days, security always poses a threat. Most of the state sites themselves are encrypted and password protected, but when the state becomes the user, then they give up some of those freedoms to the site that they're actually on, like Facebook or Twitter. So hackers are always something to be aware of. With that being said, most of the information that's posted on these social media sites is posted elsewhere. So you can always double check and make sure that the information that you're seeing is accurate. So you can double check on the state's procurement website or on vendor email lists or in the actual printed publication of it to ensure that the information you're getting is valid.
So all threats aside, this seems like a pretty good way to get information out there. Why aren't procurement offices using social media more?
So I think, as I said before, social media is a trend that we're going to see continue to grow and grow and grow. And I think that more state procurement offices are going to continue to use this new tool that we've discovered. But the hardest part about it right now is that you can't really see the return on investment or the ROI. With a regular business model, the ROI is easy to calculate. You have X amount of dollars that were spent to put something out, and you get X amount of dollars back in. And then once that's calculated, you see if it was worth it or not. With social media, it's harder to see that because you can see we spent X amount of dollars on this, like man hours tweeting or posts on Facebook, but it's hard to see the actual number. It's hard to quantify what you're getting back from that. It's hard to see how many people saw it or how it changed the procurement process. Those are things that are hard to quantify. So if people can't really calculate the ROI, it makes users a little bit more hesitant. But with that being said, I think that this is still going to continue to grow. People are going to see the value of it as time goes on. I think we'll see that more people are seeing it and more people are responding to the solicitations and the information that's been put out there. So I encourage vendors to take a look at the procurement offices that they are interested in, the states they're interested in doing business with, and look for them on social media and follow them to get the most up-to-date information.
Thank you for that analysis, Alexandra. Please be sure to join us tomorrow as we get to our next installment in our video blog series celebrating Social Media Week.